lesson number 4 on how to read music on your bass ukuleles. So this is lesson number 4 and we're learning from this book, Team Strings Double Bass. The name in the giveaway really, isn't it? Lesson number 4. If you haven't done lessons 1 to 3, I would highly recommend going and doing those first. I'll pop links in the description below. And I do a taster tester lesson, and I explain exactly why I use a double bass book to help us learn how to read music on our bass ukuleles. And these lessons work on bass guitar and double bass as well. So again, another short lesson today, 4th finger F sharp, page 11 if you've got the book. I don't want to overload you, all right? Again, it could be that you've only just started putting fingers down as well, and when you're reading music, the last thing you want to be doing is worrying about certain aspects of it, okay? So nice and short and simple. So this carries straight on from lesson 3, 4th finger F sharp, okay? Now then, a couple of little things before we actually go into the detail of it, all right? The scale of a bass ukulele is much, much smaller than a double bass. So physically, it is quite easy to actually play what we're about to do with your ring finger, 1 to your 3rd finger, all right? But as a double bass player of many, many years, I will always play this with my 4th finger, my pinky, all right? As you can see right at the top as well, the F sharp. Why sharp? Right, basically we're working in frets, and as we tend to learn on the D string to start with, the 3rd note of a D scale, don't worry about all of this theory at the minute, is an F sharp, not an F. All right, we will cover F very soon as well, but today's lesson is that funny hashtag sign sharp, and it's 4th finger F sharp, which is 1, 2, 3, the 4th fret on our bass ukes. So there we are, the first exercises just appeared, and remember now, I'm not doing those little bouncing squares. You've got to try and read the music yourself. If we actually look at the exercise before we play it, we've got 3 notes. We've got our open D, mid da 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 line. We've got our E, which was in lesson 3, so that's 2nd fret, 1st finger, and it's the next space up from our mid da 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 line. And then the next note, the new one today, is the next line up for our F sharp, and it's got it, all the kids in school, hashtag. It's actually a sharp, and it does look slightly different to a hashtag. All right, so we've got D, 1st finger E, and then 4th finger F sharp. Now then, we tend to put all our fingers down. Your pinky, all right, if you're using your pinky, is your smallest, weakest finger, all right? So I always encourage everybody from the very beginning, when you're putting your fingers down, you press all your fingers down together. So for this note, I'm actually putting my middle, my ring finger, and my pinky all down at the same time. All right, nice and slow. Open D, 1st finger E, all 4 fingers down for your F sharp. Okay, so the exercise has only got minims, white notes or notes that are not coloured in, so you can see the line going through them. So mid da 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 D, 1st finger E, our next space, and then our F sharp with a couple of minim rest thrown in as well. Nice and slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, E, F sharp, rest, rest, F sharp, E, D, rest, rest, D, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, rest. And remember, for rest, you've actually got to stop the notes or the strings ringing on so you can hear that silence. Okay, a little bit faster, but I'll zoom in for you this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, E, F sharp, rest, rest, F sharp, E, D, rest, rest, D, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, D, rest, rest. And you can slow it down, click the settings below. So I'm going to do it one more time, but this time I'm actually going to use my ring finger for those of you who want to use your third finger. Okay, like before, it's not your strongest finger, so if you're using your ring finger, make sure you press down your other two fingers too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Okay, so tramping next. Again, you can see those funny little signs, and in fact there's a bubble that says down bow. Ignore those unless you're playing the double bass, all right? We don't need to worry about those at all. And you'll notice there's a little keyboard sign, which means there is a backing track accompaniment if you've got the CD version of the book. Okay, so we've got a mixture of minims, white notes, and crotchets, black notes, or minims, half notes, and crotchets, quarter notes. So a little bit more counting to do. We've got a couple of rests in there as well. All right, here we go, nice and slow to start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest, F sharp. Rest, rest. Okay, I'm trying not to count too much now. I want you to use your internal counts, or a drum machine, or a metronome, or a phone app, whatever's going to keep you in time, okay? Let's just try that one a little bit faster. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. And don't forget, press down all your fingers rather than just trying to press either your little finger or your ring finger down. Right, so our next piece now, the shepherd. All right, in the bubble, the sharp sign makes all the notes in the bar the same letter, name, sharp. So a little bit of theory here. Okay, at the moment, we're not using key signatures. Key signatures is when the sharps or the flats get written at the beginning of the piece. At the moment, we are still indicating all our Fs as sharp, and what that is telling us is that you only need to write the sharp sign once per bar. All right, so if an F sharp has got the sharp sign written, say, at the beginning of the bar, it means all the Fs, the rest of that bar, are still sharp unless it's indicated otherwise. So the shepherd, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, E, F sharp, E, D. Then on to E. Then on to F sharp for the whole bar. Practice it, all right, and read the music. Don't try and rely on your memory. The whole point of these lessons is to help you read the music. So a little bit faster. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget to stop the notes ringing for those rests. And the last piece for today, Bavaria, which fits with German tune, okay? So there is a backing track for this on the CD. All right, 2 lines long. Hopefully now you're getting used to reading those dots or the notes without having the little boxes to help. Start with D, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, onto E, D, E, F sharp, E, D, onto E, back to D, rest, next line, E, on a D. Rest, rest. So practice, 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 all right? I'm going to do it one more time, all right, so I can zoom in a little bit on my fingers for you to see. Remember, whether you're using your ring finger or your little finger, make sure you press down all your fingers. So just as a little reminder, we've got D, 2nd fret is E, our next space up, and then 4th fret, or all 4 fingers down, is our F sharp. So here we go, Bavaria. All right, I will try not to say anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next line. Okay, how did we get on? So that's 4th finger F sharp. In other words, the notes now, the first notes that we're going to learn on the D string, D, E and F sharp. Okay, hopefully it is making sense. As I said, with any luck, this one will have come out probably at the same time as 1st finger E, and I am also hoping to get the next lesson, which just goes on to our next open string, which is a G, done very soon. So there you are, that is lesson number 4, how to read music on your bass ukuleles done. As I said way back when, I'm keeping these simple and short. There's a lot of things to process when you first start reading music, and this is one of the reasons I'm using this book, is because it does make it really simple. I have to say it's all been very, very positive feedback so far with these lessons, but as always, if you do have a comment or a question or a suggestion, please feel free, leave it below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed the video, and likes do help as well, okay? Every like I get, it sort of helps with other people viewing it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.